Hello everyone, Giltar here with a video response to TFfanmaiku's video entitled Why Do You Love Gundam Model Kit Building? First of all, I'm just going to say everything that TFfanmaiku said I agree with and I second for sure. I have a similar experience in that with model kits I love the experience of assembling a kit and the ability to customize it because that's what they're meant for. I mean, these model kits are meant to be customized. And I like the way that you can have a wide variety of customization options. You can either go straight from the manual and follow the instructions word for word or picture for picture and just simply put on the stickers, touch it up with some panel lining or some Gundam marker, and then you're set. Or you can go with a partial paint job, a full paint job, a custom paint job. You can do some kit bashing. You can do anything you want with these model kits because that's what they're made for. I mean, model kits are meant to be customized and have that sort of personal touch. I find that experience really creates a sense of, in a way, intimacy with your collection and a sense of ownership. With action figures, for example, you buy a product, it's all made, you take it out of the box and you enjoy it as it is and you don't do much else with it. With model kits, you have to form more of a relationship with what you have because there's no other choice. You have to put it together and you have to do something to it in terms of adding extra effects like stickers or paint to make it sort of right, for a lack of a better term. So that's really something I really enjoy about the model kit experience. So I'll go into my sort of likes and dislikes about the model kit, or rather Gundam model kit hobby and the building. I'll go into my sort of criticisms first. First of all, the random, arbitrary nature of Bandai's designs. They're consistent for the most part, but at times we get some really odd things like the exclusion of clear beam saber blades in more modern kits. For example, the 30th anniversary of the RX-782 high-grade Universal Century model kit lacks clear beam saber blades. Instead, it has a single ignited beam saber hilt and blade cast in white ABS plastic. That was something that was made in 2009, and it's the celebratory product of Gundam, of the RX-782 design, the iconic character, if you consider it a character, of this franchise. Yet it doesn't deserve clear beam saber blades, when in contrast we're looking at here the high-grade Universal Century RX-782 from 2000 or 2001, which comes with a pair of clear pink beam saber blades. And that's the thing, it just really boggles my mind why Bandai makes some really foolish decisions in my times in terms of product engineering, product design. And another example is just the mono eye situation with mono eye mobile suits. So for example, here on my Zaku 1 sniper type, it has a clear plastic mono eye piece which I painted, or it comes with a sticker you can put over it if you want. Now that's a model kit that came out in the latter part of 2006, and so it's not a new model kit by any means. Yet I'm working on the Sazabi, for example, here model kit, also a mono eye design made in 2008, and it lacks a clear mono eye piece. I really just don't get the way that you can't make something standard, especially when Bandai sort of hops around with these design choices. Like, it will put a clear piece for a mono eye design every once in a while. I believe the Rick Diaz, for example, in the high-grade Universal Century line, has a clear plastic piece for the mono eye. There are other mono eye designs throughout the last several years in the high-grade Universal Century line that do have clear plastic pieces for the mono eye. Yet every once in a while, Bandai comes back to say, here's a mono eye design, here's an opaque piece of plastic, and you only have a sticker, or if you want to paint a circle there, those are your options. I really don't get that, because there's no reason for the exclusion of such small, insignificant, in terms of manufacturer and price, insignificant parts. But they're really significant for the fact that they add to the experience of the collectors, the customers enjoying the product. It seems silly, but I mean, it makes a difference. I'm not the only one that's commenting. I've read and heard other people comment on things like that before. So just, again, the sort of randomness in some of their design choices. Well, another thing here, I'll point out, the scope here on the sniper rifle has a clear plastic bit that I painted in green Tamiya paint, clear green paint. Things like that. Like, I mean, when we can, why not have clear plastic bits to add to the overall effect and design aesthetic of these model kits? Because when we're seeing model kits that are being made in the last 2 or 3 years that have no consistency in what to expect in terms of the features, it really just tells me that Bandai, in a way, really doesn't care. I mean, they don't have to care. They're a company, and we're not dealing with them as an individual, but at the same time, They can do so many things right, but every once in a while they really drop the ball, and there's no excuse. They have the money behind them, they have the years of experience behind them to really make them accountable for stupid mistakes like this. I mean, it's not something that I can excuse anymore because there's just no reason to exclude these bits and pieces. So that's my sort of rant on my dislikes of Gundam model kit building. I'll go into my positive points. First of all, I'll use my 00 Gundam action figure here, my Robot Damashi action figure, which is a great action figure, as an example of how good model kits are in terms of Bandai's Gundam model kits these days. And I think we have it really well. And some people, because they have no experience with older model kits, I think they have a spoiled perspective, because a lot of people are really complaining. Like, a lot of people badmouth Bandai for certain things, which I don't think they deserve. I mean, you can criticize the company, but there are some things that it deserves criticism for, there are some things that it doesn't. I mean, when you consider the 00 Gundam high-grade kit, which, you know, the 00 Gundam itself is like 1,000 yen, or basically $11 American. That model kit has a high level of articulation, of playability, of posability, and you can handle it with not too much worry. In a way, I think that model kit is superior to this Robot Damashi action figure in terms of not only posability, but also the details of the sculpt. Even the sculpted details of high-grade kits, they are expected to be, you know, really good details in those. It's better than these action figures. It has better posability, and frankly, it's cheaper. I mean, it's more than half the price, or less than half the price of the Robot Damashi action figure, which is around 2,600, 2,500 yen normally, something like that. So, I mean, you're getting something that's cheaper in a model kit, but it's like, you know, an action figure in many ways. That's one example. The high grade line is great. The various high grade product lines. The master grade line is great too, because my RX-782 1-year war master grade kit here. In my review, I mentioned that it's a really solid and stable kit. And a really posable, playable model. I mean, it is very much crossing the line between model kit and action figure in terms of its sort of functionality as something you can, you know, handle in your display. So, I mean, that's another great thing about the model kits, is that when Bandai is really hitting its stride, and it does hit its stride more often than not, it makes some really remarkable products as model kits. So, it's really good. I mean, there's no other way I can put it. It's just the level of model kit engineering, for the most part, Bandai is just hits it out of the ballpark much more often than not. And so it's really hard to not like Gundam model kits for me, because I'm all about the details, the engineering and design of these products, because that's partly the reason why I got into Transformers action figures, is that I really like the whole concept of the design of the transformation schemes and such. But with model kits, it's especially important to me, because we can get this inside look at the product, because we have to assemble them. So I'm always finding things that pleasantly surprise me in the design of these products. It's just really, really amazing sometimes when you consider the low cost and the resulting product that you can get out of it. So that's I guess my real, you know, major point that I really like about the model kits, aside from other things I mentioned, like, you know, the customization. So that's my response. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing, you know, my point of view on these things. I could go on for hours about this, but, you know, I don't want. You know, it's only a 10-minute limit for my video. So again, thanks for watching. I hope you guys, any of you guys who have your own opinion, please do a response to TFfanmaiku's video. You know, either post a comment or do your own video on it. Let us all know your thoughts. Share in it. And yeah, enter this discussion. I'm sure that I'm not the only one who's interested. Obviously, TFfanmaiku wants to hear what we have to say. So please chime into the discussion, take part, and let's have some fun. Let's get into the minds of other people and see what our fellow hobbyists like about this hobby of ours that we have so much passion in. So thanks again for watching.